Okay, so in this video we're going to do a little bit of web browsing. In particular, we're going to browse Craigslist a little bit. So basically we want to present our experience of dealing with Craigslist. Craigslist is a very interesting concept. You get a site where you can post ads. So for instance, if you have something for sale and you go to Craigslist, post that you're selling, I don't know, farm garden items or furniture, or you have a garage sale, or if you have something for free that you want to give away, you in theory go to Craigslist and you post your ad, in most cases free of charge, although I've heard that there are certain things you have to pay for. So the problem is that it is well known that Craigslist is frequented by very shady characters posting all kinds of misleading ads. There's a lot of scams rotating around Craigslist, scams involving identity theft, or plain out like deception. You pay for something, you don't get it, so basically you're being scammed out of money as well. Now this free items area, I have tried to get stuff for free, and typically it hasn't worked out. You respond to the ad and like nothing materializes, like nobody responds to your request. So, but I've heard that in some cases people will post stuff for free, but then when the interested parties make contact and they find out that there is something that's being sold, so very misleading, very dishonest. Now, right now let's focus on a particular area of Craigslist, which is the services. So many things are being offered, like your car you're looking for somebody to fix your car, you go to automotive. You want help with some legal matters, you go to legal. If you're a college student or maybe a high school student and you want some tutoring, then you naturally will go to look for lessons. Now, earlier I was browsing through this, and as you can see, they are already marked as having been visited. So here what I found is that I've been finding each time I visit this areas that when you go to the place, sometimes they seem legit, but there's a lot of spam. Like this guy posted twice. He only needed, or she only needed, to post this thing once. No contact information, so it appears that this person is capable of tutoring many subjects. So this might be legit, but right off the bat, there is something improper about this. Just post this thing once. Don't spam this site. I did this earlier. It doesn't really work. I don't know. It might not work if I'm the only one doing that. But in general, now this same problem with this other guy. This guy is legit. I think I've already confirmed that this is one of the Broward College adjunct instructors. I don't know a name and I wouldn't disclose such, but I think this is legit. But look at this. He decided he's going to spam, or she decided she's going to spam, whichever it is. So one major problem with these lessons and tutoring is that there are too many spammers. That is true in general about Craigslist. Look at this. I didn't notice this one before. So let's see. This guy or gal is going to tutor you on how to pick up women. Well, I have some news for you. My tutoring for you will be free. Be tall, be handsome, and then you will be able to pick up women. Fail to meet those conditions one by one, and your possibilities diminish down to zero. It could go down to zero. So you don't need to pay $40 or $30 an hour to get that information. Look, $80. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, let's move on. Drum lessons. Okay, looks like it's only one of those. Personal training. I think this guy posted like 1 million of those today. Maybe not. Maybe this is a different one. earlier today, I saw like 10 posts by the same guy. He was writing them differently, but you could tell that it's the same guy. He puts his picture on it. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at this one. Math tutoring at all levels. Okay, I think I know this. This is one of the local community colleges adjunct instructor. And I sympathize with people like this. Like, you're an adjunct instructor, you get paid peanuts for your teaching job, so you want to look for some extra income. So this Craigslist could be valuable that way. But then it gets destroyed because maybe this guy's an adjunct, he wants some extra change, but he's breaking the rules. He's posting his ad like 10 times. So it destroys the experience for other people who are trying to also do the same thing that he does. I can understand competition. Competition might be an inevitable thing, but this is just like cheating, worse than cheating. It's very, very annoying. Like, why do you need to post your services like 10 times, 20 times? Just post it once. That's fair. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I see that this guy's posted twice. It's the same guy that was somewhere on there. It's the same person. So spammers galore at the Craigslist anywhere. Okay, let's see. Experienced English tutor, $35 per hour. This looks more like a commercial. Yeah, there you go. This is a commercial guy. So this guy's being very dishonest. Well, I'll take it back. Not dishonest, but he already has his website. Okay, so we won't say anything about that. It's legit. Now, tutor needed us ASAP, so this is not somebody who's offering services. This is somebody who didn't know where to put the ad. That ad doesn't go here. That goes somewhere else. If you need help, you will go to another section of Craigslist. But it could happen. Is honest in space for rent. This is definitely in the wrong place. You don't advertise gyms for rent. This is not the area for that. Let's see, LSAT tutoring. Okay, here's a spammer. Okay, we only need one of those. You want to lose weight? Stop eating so much. You don't need to pay $1,000 for that. Or get involved in some scam, like if they're offering a product and it's just like going to get you sick or something. Bike riding and skate, okay, so that's a new one. You need lessons to, I guess if you're a kid, I suppose. Heat or lessons, tennis or pro, okay, so I guess this is legit, but look at all this spamming. You only needed to post that once, not 4 times. I mean, 3 times, or maybe more. I'm pretty sure that his or her ad is like in a million places here in the lessons and tutoring. Now, let's go to some of the shady ads, and there are quite a few of them. I haven't run across one today, but this always happens. There's somebody trying to teach there's somebody trying to take your course. Like, look at this guy. I'll write your A paper. So what's the implication there? That somebody will call him or her, and there it is, it's a Miami-Dade number, and you will give him or her your assignment, and they will do it for you, and you will get an A. Yeah, that is very dishonest. Me as an instructor, I don't want this to happen. I would like to prevent it. I would like to penalize such, but the fact of the matter is, if you are a professor or an instructor, full-time or part-time in one of these universities or colleges, if you wanted to address this issue of academic integrity, you might be going against the current there, because let's say you catch a student doing this, getting somebody else to write their paper. First of all, you have to prove that it did happen. That's number one. And number two, in proving that it did happen, if you are unable to prove, then a complaint will come your way that you are accusing people without foundation, and then what happens is you end up getting in trouble and nothing gets fixed. The academic integrity violation remains, and nothing. The only thing that happens is you are now in trouble with your boss, with your chair or associate dean or what have you. So what many of these instructors do, the professors, instructors, adjuncts, what have you, they just look the other way. They won't bother addressing the issue because it's not in their best interest as far as like job security is concerned. But oh, here's another one. I'm looking for one where somebody's offering to take your online course that is extremely unethical, and it just destroys the legitimacy of somebody who's decided to earn a college degree online. So we have these programs, these online programs that are opening up everywhere, private and public, and somehow they have decided that they're implicitly avoiding the issue of academic integrity. So we're having people take online degrees, and they're cheating their way through, and the schools are not really addressing that issue. Like, for instance, if you take an online class at some of these colleges, there is no real requirement that you have to take your tests in a monitored environment. But if there is a requirement, it's probably very minimal. Let's say your grade in a course is dependent on take-home assignments and quizzes, and then one or two exams in a monitored environment. What happens is that if your exam, your monitored exam, is only 20% of your grade, well, you probably will fail it and still be able to pass the course, because the remaining 80% is from take-home, from assignments that are not monitored. So what happens is some of these unscrupulous students will have somebody like this, unscrupulous tutors or instructors, or shysters in general, do this to you. Online class helper to do all the work for you. This is blatant. This is very brazen. How, if I were a tutor, if I'm a tutor, I will never tell this to a student, because the job of a tutor is to assist the student to learn, not to do their work. This is just blatant. I've flagged this. It doesn't matter if I flag it. I think some people might be flagging this as well. It doesn't matter, because this guy's Friday. The fact that this guy or gal is posting this over and over and over is testament to the fact that it is working for him or her. And nobody takes notice. I could right now, I'm going to put this video on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that even if somebody who matters watched it, they won't be concerned about it. And if you're an instructor, if you're teaching online, especially if you're like an adjunct instructor, if you try to deal with this issue, with this problem, you very soon will not be teaching anymore as an adjunct instructor for whomever school you're working for, because you're just going to have to face the burden of proof, and when you're not able to provide it, then you'll probably be in trouble. That's the bottom line. Okay, so you see this guy again. Either that same guy or somebody similar to that. If you're taking online classes and facing problem to understand anything, we can provide. Okay, so here we're saying we can. So there's an implication that there is a group of people doing the same thing under this post, but let's see who they are. It's completely anonymous, so they're going to get away with a lot of shady business there. Okay, so that's the Craigslist experience for some of these topics. Okay, almost 15 minutes long this video is, so we'll post it. Just let just put it out there that Craigslist it is a very neat concept, but it's just degenerated to the point that it just shows the nature of humans, I guess, that a lot of dishonesty you're facing when you're trying to deal with other people. It's very sad in a way. Okay, so we're done.